Whew. Oh boy. What is up, guys? It is I, the one and only JNPoop here, with another brand new short Let's Play. This time something completely different. So we're doing a tech demo this time. So this is Mario Kart XXL, which was made around 2004, sometime around 2004. So after Mario Kart Double Dash, but before Mario Kart DS. 2 years apart. But yeah. So we're gonna check this out and see what this is about. So we're gonna press play here. We can control Mario in this car here. Looks weird, but apparently you can also control with the D-pad as well. You can hold up on the D-pad as well, but I would prefer to hold A and move. But this is like a 3D Mario Kart game on the GBA, so very different to Super Circuit. Since Super Circuit is mostly similar to 64 and Super Mario Kart combined. Meanwhile, this is fully 3D. It's completely new. But these are not the only controls you can have. You can also change the camera like this. You can apparently go through grass and go through there quicker. When you fall off, this happens. Yeah, you get splashed. But for some reason, that splash effect plays here on the sand and grass as well. Despite it not being water, but yeah. That is very cool. You can also move backwards. You can zoom in and get a good glimpse on Mario here. And he looks absolutely weird. Yeah, what is that meant to be? I don't know why they made him like that, but he looks very goofy, but whatever, it's the GBA. Now, you notice the lap doesn't change either. That is the... in fact, let me reset. You press the select button to reset, by the way. Because obviously this is only a tech demo, so not everything's going to be working as intended. So that includes the lap count, so it stays at 1/3 regardless, even if you go past the goal and without cheating. We're going to see if we can... Oh! It is possible to go there fast in like under 40 seconds. It is very great. But... And then we're just going to look at the demo. The demo button is just this. It's basically just like a video file, basically. Well, it's not a video file, but still, basically, in-game engine, just showing what it can do. So yeah, how does this exist, you may ask? Well, there was a company called, I don't know if the company still exists, but, so I'll just refer to what it was. So Denaris Entertainment, came up with pitched this idea to Nintendo to create a 3D Mario Kart game like this. Though obviously later on Nintendo rejected the idea. However, this engine still lived on for a couple of other GBA games. Like the company would later develop the GBA version of Crazy Frog Racer, which used a heavily similar engine to this. You can literally compare them and they look identical. So, yeah. That's one thing that's similar about this. So, technically the engine lived on, but this tech demo itself never made it to a full game. Doubt Nintendo would have proved it anyway, since we already had a Mario Kart game on GBA, that being Super Circuit, years prior. And plus, Nintendo was already focusing on the DS at the time, so, yeah. And, although this was known years ago, a ROM dump hasn't been made for this until a couple of years later. I think in 2023 is when the ROM was finally dumped. So, all of us can play this anytime. And it's really awesome. So, that's one thing that tech demos that can be preserved, but there's nothing much about this tech demo, unfortunately. This demo just loops every time, except the timer carries on. And you notice the title screen is just the Mario Kart Double Dash artwork. It's just missing a couple of the back racers. So you see with Mario, normally you have Luigi behind him, but he's missing on this one. Same with Peach, we're missing Daisy behind her, and I think Donkey Kong is missing Diddy Kong. The cart behind there, I assume that's meant to be Yoshi and Birdo. I don't know if Birdo's been removed, but from there, you can't tell from the XXL logo, but yeah, so you can definitely tell this was made around the time after Double Dash was released. It was a year after Double Dash released, so, and a year before Mario Kart DS. So yeah, this is very cool. Tech demo. I think I'm gonna play this a couple of times. I do now. Although this isn't a finished game, because I have a couple of bootleg GBA cartridges of official games, what I decided to do is, because I've got a program and a device that can rewrite specifically bootleg games, it can't rewrite official cartridges, but it can rewrite bootlegs. I've actually put this on one of the bootlegs, and I've played it on original hardware before, and it works very well on real hardware. There's no glitches or anything. It functions perfectly as it does on emulator, which I'm on now, Visual Boy Advance M to be precise. But yeah, because I have a couple of other tech demos for GBA as well. I have the Yoshi Story one, which I've done in the Yoshi Story Let's Play as a bonus video. I even have a tech demo of Resident Evil 2 on GBA as well, but you only control like the first part of the game, but only the first bits of it, and all that. But it's so cool to see have Resident Evil 2 working on a GBA, even though it never made it to a full game. But still, we're gonna go around this way. And yeah, the coins do nothing as well. Pressing the start button does nothing either. You can reverse. Again, Mario looks weird. Let's try and look at Mario's face. He looks weird. And you can't play as other characters either. It's only Mario you can play as. At least we can spin around in circles. At least we can spin around in circles. That's very neat. But yeah, there's nothing much you can do in this other than just play around. So I guess if you have kids that really like Mario Kart and they just want to roam around and stuff, this is a great tech demo for them to play. So I definitely give this one a go, because the ROM has been dumped. I think I can't remember if there was 2 versions of the ROM or just one, like the Yoshi Story one, because the Yoshi Story one, which is Yoshi Sample, has a version with audio and a version with no audio. I don't know if it's the same with this, but I've got the one with audio, obviously, but I don't know if there is a non-audio one. If there is, then obviously you would get the audio one still. Okay. Yeah, your music stops eventually and then just loops, so it's not extended. You can just clip through there and die. Do we get any indication of going backwards? Let's try and go backwards. No, we get no indication that we're going backwards at all. But this looks like a really neat Mario Kart track. I don't know if this is an original track or not, or if it's entirely... Or what I mean by original, like, from the previous games, or if this track is entirely new that someone made for this project. But regardless, it looks very neat. Apart from the fact that we have, like... I don't know if the bottom part is meant to be an existing track. It does look like Cooper Beach to me. But that could be me seeing things. Let's fall onto the beach. Do we get splashed? But that's about it for this demo, really. There's nothing much to do in this demo, so I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. It's been appreciated. Nothing special about this demo other than the fact that it's a bit fun. But it's just Mario Kart, it's expected. And it's not really a game, so yeah, well, a finished game, but... So without further ado, this is JNPoop out. I shall see you guys for the next Let's Play. See you guys next time. Bye!